at Snoqualmie Falls again, looking for the Peregrine Falcons. I'm at the eyrie now. I zoomed in, I don't see anything. I've been watching the sky, I haven't seen anybody flying. And they got a fair amount of sunshine right now, but it looks like we got some weather blowing in, some heavy black clouds coming soon, so don't know how long I'll be able to stay. I'll back off a little bit. Again, it's right here in this spot here. Looking from the handrail where I'm at, this is about what looks like to my eye, right about to this right here, maybe a little more. With my naked eye, that's what I see. That's how close it looks. That little white speck, that's where the eyrie is going to be, right in that area. There they are. But they've been working there the last few times I've came up here, but so far today I haven't seen anybody fly in. I'll back off, give you a perspective in relation to the falls now. I'm right at the handrail by the lodge, right where the handrail makes a bend. There's the water coming over the falls, and there we go. I'm shooting between the two little trees here, little saplings. Got that big crack right in the middle of the cliff there, the greenery on the top, and where it stops you go to the left. A little white speck, and there we are. Hopefully we'll have a falcon in there with eggs soon. Alright, we're going to scan around and see if we can locate them. Finally got to see the Snoqualmie Peregrine Falcons are back. Oh yeah, I had a good snack there. Okay, a little more beak cleaning. Be interesting to see which eyrie they choose this year. Over to this side now, and all filled up, fed up, and taking it easy. Oh yeah, I hear a helicopter. They give sightseeing rides over the falls. Doesn't seem to bother the birds though. We did the whole nesting cycle last year and put it all on YouTube. The whole sequence, so we're going to try to do another one this year. We do several birds in the area. And this is very exciting. This is our Snoqualmie Falls Peregrine Falcons. Alright, gonna scratch up. Now you can see how yellow those feet are. Beautiful bird. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the fastest creature on the planet Earth. A lot of people don't know that. Sitting right there. Oh, showing off now. Look at that. Boy, it's good here. It wasn't that windy. Oh.
Keep on upgrading every couple years, huh?
Well, I'm going with the SX60. It has a little more pixels on it. That's it. I wish I had this from the beginning.
There's something flying.
Where?
Right here.
Coming our way.
Right straight down there.
That's the other one. That's
Is it
the
really?
mate. Yep.
Oh.
The other falcon just flew in.
I think that's the one that went that way earlier.
Yeah. And the other falcon, the other one's in the air now, just took off.
Oh, did she?
And
Oh,
they're,
she did. There she is.
they're both up in the air, circle around, they're going to interact now. Let's see what happens here. And the other one's flying back around in front of the falls. We'll see which eyrie they go to, and then I'll zoom in on it.
There it goes.
All right. Going up to the other one.
To the branch.
Up to the branch. All right. Might be right below here a little bit. And there.
Still over here.
Okay, this one landed on the branch now, right where the other one was. Falls is flowing good today. The water is all clean, looks good. Falcons are all happy. They're all tucked away in their perches. We're just sitting down here enjoying it. And the people are enjoying it too, so we're going to check around the whole area, see what else is going on. Well, here we are back at the Snoqualmie Falls Peregrine Falcon Eyrie. And Misty, the resident Peregrine Falcons, is back again this year with a new tiercel. They raised 2 out of 4 youngsters last year on the ledge. The male was in a sub-adult plumage then, but now this year the male is in his adult plumage. So we're going to see if they might fly in here any minute, maybe get them come into the eyrie. And it's that time of year where they got to get some eggs in here, so we're all excited about it. We're going to be keeping a sharp eye out for them, and hopefully we'll get them mating or getting them both in the eyrie side by side, so we get a good definition on it. All right, it's coming into the eyrie. Just landed one of them. There we go. Let's see which one this is. All right. Well, they're checking out. Should have eggs in here any day now. This year it looks like Misty, the adult Anatoms, and the adult Tundra Peregrine Falcon as the tiercel. So somebody's calling it. We'll see which one's which here. I'll try to zoom in. Oh yeah, sneaking over here. Oh yeah, this is the tiercel. Yeah, this is the adult Tundra tiercel. See, she's bigger than he is. Look at this here now. There they're chirping. Misty's just a little bit bigger. She's on the right side there. Oh yeah, they're talking about that egg laying, that scraping. Well, hopefully we'll see a male. See, her doesn't have any white coming up behind her eye. That's her. That's Misty's been here for years. And again, it's a fairly new tiercel, the male. He's on the left there. And he has white comes up by his eye, behind his eye there. Oh yeah, now they're going to talk about it. Look at this. They want to get some eggs in there, and it's due. They're due to put some eggs in there. Oh great, now you can see the size. A little bit smaller on the left, a little bit bigger on the right. That's Misty on the right. Don't have any white coming right up behind her eye. That's because she's an adult Anatoms. And the tiercel this year is adult Tundra Peregrine. Alright, we're excited about this. We got here just in time. The mist is not too bad, so we're going to hang in here. Oh yeah. There, they're getting right up close now. Just having a good time talking about that scrape. Yeah, they're still talking about it. They've been scraping here and then a little more to the right also, so we'll see how that goes. But they usually check it out in the morning like this. Now they're fairly close. They get more. He's only about 1/3 smaller than tiercel. Again, that's him on the left, and Misty on the right. Hopefully we'll get a mating. That would be great. Yeah, they're settling down a little bit here. And they're quite a while chatting about it. Oh yeah. Misty and Victor, they're talking all about it. There she's looking down. He's got his head down. And they have scraped here before, and then a little bit to the right they've scraped, so who knows? With the leaves in there, we wouldn't be able to tell if they have an egg in there yet or not. But it's that time of year. You need to get those eggs in there. I'll try to come in just a little bit more here. There we go. We'll keep a close eye on. I was here a little earlier, but there's more mist in here, wasn't much going on, so I said, well, I'll come down here and get set up. It's a good thing I did, because the first place they headed is right to the ledge. Oh yeah. Now you can see the difference in the head markings. Nothing, no white coming up behind her eye, and now you can see behind his eye as that white comes up quite a ways. And again, that's because she is an adult anodums and he's an adult tundra. There you can see the difference in the markings. She just flew out. Oh yeah, she's coming right towards me, and no, circling back in front of the eyrie, and I think he's going to go. He's watching. He might be wanting to go to the tree and mate. But now you can see the difference in the head markings on him. Alright. And of course, the old Tiercel, Velocity, he had head markings just like Misty. They were identical. And it's very easy to get them confused. This makes it a lot easier with this Tiercel. Oh, he wants some eggs in there. He's all excited about it. Oh yeah. And he's going to go take off now, I think. Look how yellow his feet is. That's another sign. The males get a little brighter feet. And there he goes. I'll try to watch where he's going to go. Alright. Okay, here's the Tiercel. He flew over here now. She went up on a perch somewhere. We can't locate her. She left the eyrie first, and then he came out and sailed up here, and he's just been looking around. So we'll keep an eye on him, and we'll wait and see if she comes back into the area. He might go into the eyrie again. Or she may have snuck off and went hunting, so. But if there is an egg in the eyrie, well, he's close enough he can guard it, so. We're just trying to figure it all out here. It's that time of year. They have an egg or two in there, and hopefully they do, and it'll be starting to incubate fairly soon. What a great spot. Oh yeah, he's just checking everything out. He was in his sub-adult plumage last year, and it's a lot browner, and his chest was more streaked than a lot of his juvenile plumage, but he's in his full adult plumage this year. So we'll keep an eye on him, keep an eye on her, and hopefully they'll have some eggs. They have good success this year raising some youngsters. Alright then. Well, here's the female. We found her. She flew over here now. She was in the eyrie and sailed out and went up here. We'll see if the male comes in for a mating here. Alright, I'll back off a little bit. There's our girl. We're both in the eyrie, then she flew out and went over here. We'll see if he comes over here and joins her. Maybe we'll have a mating today. Alright. A couple of happy campers today. Got a little bit of mist, but not too bad. Oh yeah, getting her tail up. Oh, she might want to fly now. We'll keep an eye on her. She gets on this limb, sometimes she'll signal and then he'll come in and mate. Definite different head markings on her. Doesn't have near as much white behind the eye. Doesn't come up there. Oh yeah. She's looking for him. And there she goes. Let's see where she's headed this time. Circling around. Over to the fir tree. Going quite the distance this time. Way over. Oh yeah. Still flying. Going around the bend. She might be off on a hunt. Yep. Looks like it went on a hunt. Well, here we are at Snoqualmie Falls again, looking for the Peregrine Falcons. I'm at the eyrie now. I zoomed in. I don't see anything. I've been watching the sky. I haven't seen anybody flying. And they got a fair amount of sunshine right now, but it looks like we got some weather blowing in. Some heavy black clouds coming soon, so don't know how long I'll be able to stay. I'll back off a little bit. Again, it's right here in this spot here. Looking from the handrail where I'm at, this is about what looks like to my eye, right about to this right here. Maybe a little more. With my naked eye, that's what I see. That's how close it looks. That little white speck, that's where the eyrie is going to be, right in that area. There we are. But they've been working there the last few times I've came up here, but so far today I haven't seen anybody fly in. I'll back off, give you a perspective in relation to the falls now. I'm right at the handrail by the lodge, right where the handrail makes a bend. There's the water coming over the falls, and there we go. I'm shooting between the two little trees here, little saplings. Got that big crack right in the middle of the cliff there, the greenery on the top, and where it stops you go to the left. A little white speck, and there we are. Hopefully we'll have a falcon in there with eggs soon. Alright, we're going to scan around and see if we can locate him. Well, here's one of our Peregrine falcons. It's in the big snag tree across on the other side. That's the farthest they can land, so that seems to be their lookout tree. I've been here for over an hour or so. I haven't seen any of them, and then all of a sudden this one appeared in the limb. So again, that's the lookout tree, clear across there. Happy to see one of them show up here. Alright, well, I'll zoom back in on the eyrie, because if the other one shows up they may interact in there. I'll back off a little bit and give you an idea how far that is. That's an observation tree all the way across on the very top. There we go. I'm over here by the lodge, so that gives you an idea about how far it is over there. My goodness. Alright then. Here's one of our peregrines searching for the mate. One was in the dead snag, and now we got one here, so we'll check out. No activity in the nest yet. Usually they fly in, scrape around, and do their little display and talk to each other. I haven't seen any of that today. Just kind of sitting up in the tree here, taking it easy. But very alert. Head looking over the back, to the left, to the right. Always looking for the mate. We're looking forward to a good nesting season. We'd like to see them get about 4 good youngsters in there and raise a full clutch this year. Last year they lost 2, but that eyrie was a little bit precarious, and a lot of it has sloughed off. It's even narrower this year, so we had a little erosion. Slipped off the cliff there, and there's not much left of it. Well, they're better off on this one. It's better for us too, because it's a lot closer, so we'll check that out. Looking straight over here now. Now looking downstream. Now if the other one sails in, comes by the side, we'll get a size definition. Oh, going to scratch up now. Alright, and there he goes. Well, the peregrines flew under the rainbow. They went downstream, so we'll see when they come back. They circled above my head. They were chirping and then took off downstream. So we'll watch for them to come back. Here they both landed. Look at that. All right, now here we go. Both peregrines just landed in the eyrie. This is the close one. We're all excited. Had to run a bald eagle out of the area. Like they're doing a little chirping there, talking all about it. Well, we're familiar with this eyrie. They use this one. We're happy because it's closer. They're making the scrape. They're getting all settled in here. We certainly like that. My goodness. Yeah, there was a bald eagle down there in the river and they took out and run that one out of the area. Alright. Well, I saw a couple of seagulls and nothing happened. They tolerate those, but that bald eagle, that was it. We're sure happy. Got them sailing in here. They're just talking about it. So this be the place for the nest now. And they don't use sticks. They just scratch out some gravel, make a nice impression. That's where they put the eggs. They've nested here for many years, so they've had great success here. And you hear the falls. It's flowing pretty heavy. We had a lot of rain and stuff. So it's picked up a few more inches going over the falls. Oh, yeah. You guys are getting along really good. Look at this with you. Just talking about it. I couldn't be happier because I prefer this nest because it's a lot closer than the other one. Yep, they're talking all about it. This looks like a good place for us this year. Now the female will be the bigger one. The male's a little bit smaller always in birds of prey, so we'll check it out and see which one's doing the scraping and which one. Alright, yep, making that scrape. Standing back up. Oh yeah. Busy here at the eyrie. My goodness. Down for the next scrape. That'd be better because it won't be behind the grass so much. We'll be able to get a better view of them. Well, here's one of our falcons. Perched in the dead snag across on the other side. That's one of their favorite perches there too. Alright, this one flew in here on the ledge. Good meal here. My goodness. Good sized prey. Food stash good enough. Don't want any crows or anything getting it. They watch pretty carefully around here. Yeah, it's kind of looking around again. See, the white marks come almost up as high as the... He's up there half a... Okay, looks like they'll sail back into the eyrie, and there we go, a landing. All right. He just took off and made a flight, made a circle out. He's calling, trying to call the other one in, and landed back in the eyrie. Earlier, I didn't see anything. I think he was laying down on right up against the rock, so they may have eggs in there. It's fairly cool. Well, how great is that? We saw him take off, sail downstream a little bit, circle around, come right back in the eyrie again. Now we'll wait and see if she shows up. Okay. Those bright yellow feet. Good healthy male here. Now he's, oh, and off he goes again. All right. Yeah, he's sailing around trying to encourage her to come in. We'll see where he goes here. All right, he's going downstream again, making the same circle. All right, circling up a little higher now. Okay, she's in the air now too. She's the bigger one. I see her. They're circling together. He's trying to lure her back over to the nest now. I'll back off just a little bit here. There we go. And there's one came in. That's him. He's called her in. And there she is. She's landing. Now see, she's bigger than he is again. There they're talking about it. How great is that? Oh yeah, he wants her to put some eggs in there, and they're just chattering about it. Okay, we're going to stay with him. We're waiting all morning for this, and there she goes off. He's watching her take off, and we'll see if he goes. Okay, he did fly out twice and call her in. He's staying there in the eyrie right now, right in the nest yet. And let's see what happens here. He's got his head down. He might be ready to take off. And there he goes. All right, we'll watch him coming straight across the cliff here. Oh yeah, Peregrine falcon finishing up her lunch. Good yellow feet. Looking pretty healthy. Male's off doing his thing. He was sticking close to the eyrie, so kind of figure they may have an egg or two in there, and I'll see how long he stays away. But when it was colder, he was right there. So but right now it's feeding time, so it's time for her noon meal, and we'll see what happens. She's finishing it up. It was a pretty good sized breast, or I think it was a pigeon. We've been trying to get some good shots here, but that wind keeps picking up. So far we're doing pretty good. You can see her head markings now. It's female. And there she's just eating away. She's an adult in autumns. That's why she's got that helmet head shape with her. White doesn't come up right behind the eye like it does on the Tiercel. Because he's an adult tundra, of course. Anyway, that's the way it's going here this year. And this is a happy girl here who's got a good sized lunch going. Oh yeah, she's just chowing away. Having a good snack. Okay, looks like she's finishing up here. She's going to clean her beak a little bit. Back off, see what she's going to do here. Oh yeah, she's rubbing it this way and that. I want to get that beak all cleaned up. I'd like to see him come in and mate right about now. That would be great. And I'm not sure where he's at. He's in one of those perches over there. She's looking around. Alright, she's going up there at a comfortable spot. Still cleaning the beak. I'll come in a little bit more here. Still staying busy. Got a nice mossy perch here, easy on her feet. Had a good feed. The male's been doing all his duties in and out of the eyrie, and she came in. They had a big powwow about it. They flew around, interacted, calling, and then she had her feed. Now she's, oh, there goes a feather. Molded one of her feathers. Now she's just kind of sitting up here looking around, taking it easy. Beautiful markings. Doesn't come up behind the eye, the white mark, see on the female. That's how we can tell them apart this year, real easy. Past years, the male and the female had the same head marking. Not this year. Oh yeah, She's been here many, many years. Oh my goodness. 2005 and probably before that. So she's raised many youngsters here. Had to change males though. And that's where we're at this year. And last year. This year the male's in his adult plumage. So they're happy now. They got everything going their way and probably got an egg or two in there already. I was watching him in the eyrie, just watching the eyrie, and he just kind of appeared right out of the rock. So he was hunkered down there. I was really looking really hard to find him this morning. So he just kind of just stood up and there he was. All right then. He's back in there again. We turned the camera back on. We had a little wet mist blowing, so we turned it off, and sure enough, there he is again. Well, they're sticking really close. And that tells me it's a good sign they may have an egg in there. He doesn't stay away very long, so I'm going to watch him and see what he's up to. Okay, he's coming to the edge again. Getting ready for the launching pad. Let's see what he does here. Wants to preen up a little bit. Well, we like that. The wind settled down, he's going to preen up. She's off doing her thing. Well, I'll come in a little more here. There he is. We'll scratch up a little bit now. Work on those feathers. He's staying real close to this spot. He's all excited about something. We may have an egg in there. He called her in there just to talking about it. But he just flies away and comes right back. He's not gone very long at all. So that tells me they may have an egg in there. When they stick that close to the eyrie, that means they got something of value there, and that's an egg. Alright, I'm going to preen up. We'll watch him. We're getting a little bit of mist again. That wind really gets the blowing. That kind of messes us up here quite a bit. But we just have to tolerate it. And the falls is really flowing again. We had that little extra rain and that river swelled up a little bit. And again, this is a tercel. He's preening up, staying close to the nest. Don't want any ravens or anything sneaking in and getting that egg. Okay, and there he goes again. Alright, we'll watch him. We'll see where he goes. Happy camper here. One circling over my head calling, this one flew in, left the perch up there, that dead snag. We'll have a little more activity here in the eyries. Sun's out, drying up a little bit. Oh yeah, still looking up and calling. Well, we got here at the right time again. As soon as the sun comes out and warms up a little bit, they get active. Trying to make some Easter eggs. They're getting all excited about getting their little site here, the little scrape ready for the eggs. I think they're right around St. Patrick's Day. And get some eggs in there. Oh yeah, just a calling here. don't see the other one. It was circling around above me. Must have went off hunting. I thought we were going to come in on the eyrie. They talk about it a little bit. It's a daily thing. A couple times a day they go in there and do a little more scraping, get everything prepared. Oh yeah, we like that. Turn around now, the fog's lifting a little bit. I think she's going to get ready to take off here. Walking to the edge now. There she goes, sailed out. Well, she flew out now, so he just flew back in the eyrie. Till it's him. Look at the white coming up behind his eye there. Her head markings are not like that. Okay, he sat on that perch for quite a while, and he took off and sailed right in here. He's been calling. Hopefully she'll come in and check him out. We're really curious to see if there's any eggs in there yet. But he's been keeping a sharp eye, watching the eyrie a lot closer now. So I'm thinking maybe they have at least one egg already, and they're trying to get their clutch together. And it's got to be one on guard all the time so the crows and other birds don't get it. And there he goes. He's off again in search of her. There we go. Well, we'll try to see where he goes. He's off on the hunt, looking around, circling back, and going back to his perch. All right. There's one just landed. Just a chirping away there. Not sure which one it is. Looks like the male, yep. He's been calling all morning, he has. I saw him, or heard him in there. Fog finally lifted. Now he flew in, he's calling to her now. We'll see what happens here. A lot of tourists up here now. The sun's out. The tiercel's calling. Great orange yellowish legs. A lot more color than the female. Oh, he's just a call. I'll back off a little bit. There we go. See if she'll sail in now. Saw her this morning too, sailing around. It was foggy. I could hear them over there calling, so every hour on the hour today they've been over there on the ledge calling. This first time I got a chance to see them, or see him. But I saw her soaring around in the area, so we'll wait and see if he can call her in now. And he wants to see if there's any eggs in there. He wants her to put some eggs in that eyrie. He wants to get the show on the road here. It's past Easter now, so usually past years have had eggs in there. Well, it was actually St. Patrick's Day, so they are a little bit late. I came up early and I was just happy to hear them. I kept a close listen on it. So it started about 8 o'clock, and then about 5 to 9 they were in there chirping. You couldn't see them, but you could hear them. Then at 9 o'clock she soared around, and at 9:05 was back in there calling again. So, but now that the fog and the mist is blown away, we're able to see him and watch him doing his calls. And like I say, we'll see if he can call her in here. But we're happy to see that everything's on schedule again. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people up here today. They should enjoy it. I got to see them, like I say, sail around a couple of times. Oh, now let's see what's going on here. Going back in towards the nest to scrape again. Oh, yeah. Look at that with you. Getting right back in there. I think that's where it's going to be. Like I say, we can't see if there's any eggs in there. I don't think so, because the other day I didn't see anybody going there for all day. And off he goes. All right, sailing over this way here now. Coming right straight over on this side now. All right. I thought I heard some chirping, so I turned her back on. So far, I haven't picked anything out in the air. And there's one just landed. Oh yeah, I got a sharp ear, see? That's the Tersel again. Trying to call her in. He wants to talk to her about some eggs. Well, let's watch him for a little bit. It's getting later in the season. He's worried about these eggs, and I don't know. We can't tell if there's any in there because of the grass. Well, let's watch him a little bit, see what he's going to do here. Moving over on that side. They both flew downstream about 12:15, and now they're back up here. This one is, and I hope to see her sail in here and join him. He's sure trying to call her in. Come in, look, he's right on the edge there looking for her. That's him, he's waiting and calling, so. Be interested if she sails in here and goes to the scrape. It's a high pitch chirp, and I can pick it up above the falls noise. So at least I'm not going deaf yet, and I can tell when something's going on. He flew out earlier and joined her. They went downstream, and now he's back. So we'll watch him for a little bit. You can see the mist still going across the falls a little bit here. Yeah, he's kind of settling down. He's looking for her. This is their ledge. They've used this for many years. They got a couple other places. They always have great success on this one. Well, let's watch this guy and just see exactly what he's up to. He's moving around. Oh, he's making a scrape over here now. That would tell me that they probably don't have any eggs then, because he usually scrapes over on the other side. Oh, they're still trying to figure out which spot to use, huh? Oh yeah, I think he's thinking about taking off. Let's watch him here. Looking straight at us. He's probably tired of that mist right now. There he goes, looking for Misty the female. He's sailing straight across here to the other side now. And looks like he's going to go downstream. Yep, he's going to go downstream so he can find her. And he picked out a... Nope, he's going to go downstream. He's on the hunt now. Alright. We now have a new female here. The male called in a brand new female. So that means that old Misty has finally moved on, and she was about done with all her eggs anyway. That was the last 4 eggs she could produce last year. And the young male from last year is still here. He's the one that called in this new female. He was courting Misty all spring, but nothing happened. Okay, this one's coming over this side now. They're starting to fly around. Okay, here's one of our Falcons. Just landed here, and there it goes. Off hunting most of the morning here. We're excited about it because the Tersel has called in a new female now, and they look fairly similar, so we got to watch the head markings. Now this one's going downstream over to the tree. That's quite a flight. All right, up to the perch, I think.
Tree that's got a
scratching up now a little bit. Still preening. See it right in here.
Oh, cool. Is it eating something? Oh, it's just good.
Just preening up, yeah.
Oh, wow. Really good.
Good little camera draw it in like that.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of his
Canon SX60. Yeah, that baby will draw right in there.
May I show my dad?
Yeah.
Dad?
Check out this little screen. You can see the bird now. Hold here. See it? See a little bit of movement. He's turning his head.
Let's just watch. You're looking around over the back now. All done preening. We may get a takeoff. All the preening appears to be done now. Now we'll keep a close eye on it. This is the lookout tree. They can say, oh yeah, getting ready, and there it goes. All right. She had a nice bird in her talons there. Oh, about the size of a jay, so we'll see what happens here. But she was just flying easy and slow, way up high with it, come ringing down slowly, and then landed. A very handsome bird, Peregrine Falcon. They're scratching up a little bit. Look how big those feet are. Designed for catching ducks and birds and grouse, things like that. You can take pheasants. They're quite the hunter. Around here he gets mainly pigeons though. And a lot of starlings. Well, this is the female Peregrine Falcon. Still sitting on the limb. They just had their mating for this morning. They were all over, up and down the river, and went on a hunt, and she flew in here. And by the time I got set up, he'd sailed in there and mated, and he's off hunting again. Well, looks like she's going to preen up a little bit. Got her feathers ruffled a little bit during the romance session, but so we get them all straightened out. They've been getting along just fine. The old female is giving up. She's too old now. In the middle of menopause, can't produce any more eggs. So this is the young female he called in, and everything should be fine. He went off on a hunt, and they had mated just a little bit ago, and she's just sitting up here in the tree. Okay, looks like she's thinking about turning around a little bit here. Okay, fanning that tail out. Getting a different position. With her feathers all squared away now, she's turned around. Really preening now. She wants to get all her feathers squared. We'll just watch it for a while. Getting that oil and to draw that to her feathers and waterproof them. She's calling now to the male. He landed up in the snag up on top. She spied him, so we'll see if he'll sail in here and join her. She's just talking about it. Look at her beak go. Maybe she'll call him in for a mating session. We'll stay focused on her now and see what happens here. She's looking at him up in the snag, trying to call him in here. Alright, he's in the air now. Let's see what he does. We'll stay focused on her. Hopefully we'll see if he comes in to mate. She might fly off with him. We'll see what happens here. Alright. She's a-calling right now and getting ready. Let's see what happens here. Sitting tight. And the Falcon's in the air. Alright, she's still calling. I wonder what he's up to. flying around here, and she's in her favorite perch. She's just a calling too. She might be calling in for another session here. And there she goes. All right, flying out to join him. Okay, stretching out a little bit. Let's see what happens. Now we're going to fan out that tail. Let's see. Oh yeah, he's getting all spread out, showing his stuff. Stretching. Oh yeah, I got the wings up. Maybe he's going to take off. Hopped up to a little higher level now. Then a preen. All right, getting between his wings there. Maybe I can take off here. Oh yeah, showing off his yellow feet and his sear. The males are a little more colorful around the beak and on the feet. Alright, he wants to get all his feathers all squared away and maybe go down there and see if he can find out where that female's sitting. She had the same amount of food he did yesterday, so they're just kind of sitting around taking it easy. It's his first year adult plumage. He was in his sub-adult brown plumage last year, and mated with Misty, the old female, and they had 4 youngsters, and then they tried mating this spring, and Misty just was too old, had no more eggs, and she left the area. Then he called in a young female, and now they're trying to make a nest over here. Alright, we got the falls there. We'll do a little zoom here. Okay, we got the falls, and I'm shooting between these 2 saplings. I'll zoom in and show you the bird. See how much zoom this little camera's got. This is our Canon SX60 power shot. And here we go. Coming in. Oh yeah, we're coming in. There's our tree. That's about what we're seeing with our naked eye right there. Now coming in. Coming in on the bird pretty quick. There he is. Oh yeah, stretching that foot out. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, going through his maneuvers now. He might be thinking about taking off. Yeah, his feathers all preened up. Got a good breeze now. And, oh yeah, relieved himself. Now he might take off. Oh yeah, getting ready, and there he goes. Let's see where he goes. Going over to her, I think. Well, this is the female Peregrine falcon, still sitting on the limb. They just had their mating for this morning. They were all over, up and down the river, and went on a hunt, and she flew in here. And by the time I got set up, he'd sailed in there and mated, and he's off hunting again. A honeymoon shot here. We'll see if she can call him in. Well, she was displaying. They're in the process of trying to get a clutch of eggs together so they can start their nesting cycle this year. They're just running a little bit behind because the Tiercel just called in this new female. It was courting Misty. She was the old one. She's been here for years, but she had to finally give up. So we do have a new female now, so we're all excited about that. This is the second time that the Tiercel, the young male's been here. He actually was mated up with Misty last year. They raised 4, but Misty has got too old now, so we have the new female in the picture. That'd be this one here on the limb. So we'll see what happens here. And here comes the mating. He's coming in to mate. There we go. All right. Got the mating. Okay then. Well, it's a happy camper. I knew she was calling him in, so there she's saying thanks, and he's all happy. So he flew over here on this side of the cliff. They'll continue that process till they get enough eggs in their clutch. They usually wind up about 4 or 5 eggs. So we are all excited about it. Now he'll might go over and show us where he'll make his scrape in the eye rail. Okay, the honeymoon session's over, so I'm gonna preen up now. There she is, getting over there by her wing. Sun's out, nice and warm. Now he's off hunting. She's gonna clean up, keep herself in line so she can always see the eyrie wherever they might have an egg in there already. The exact spot we're not sure of because it kept changing around. She's looking down again and calling, so he's got to be somewhere down below her over there. We'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, she's okay, she's still calling him. See her beak going, just a hollering. And he must have came in with some food or something because she was looking down very intent. But I didn't see where he went. It's about 250 yards across there. I'm just lucky I'm shooting with this Canon SX60 power shot because I can zoom it in. Alright, there she dives down. Here she goes straight down, straight down, straight down, straight down. And all the way down to the grassy knoll. Alright. Okay, here's our falcon with her kill, a bunch of white feathers. So I think it might be a pigeon. She was up in the tree and dove down. And there was a spot on the greenery where they had plucked it. And she flew up here, and this is where they have it cached. And here she is eating her food. It looks like a good-sized prey item. Took a little bit of searching to find them today, but she was sitting up in the tree and then looked down like she was calling to him. And then she did a nosedive down, checked out the feathers, and flew up here where this food is and is now eating it. So we'll document this little feeding session here and see what happens. So she's busy trying to get some chow here. I believe it's her. They look so similar, but this is, I'll check it out later, but I'm pretty sure it is. This is our pair of Peregrine Falcons. They're nesting here again this year, and they got something, a good-sized prey item to lunch on. We've got a young female, or young male this year, and a younger female. The ones that have been here since 2005 are gone now, so we should have great success. Here we have the Peregrine Falcon eating her lunch here. Seems to be thoroughly enjoying it. Like I said, there's a lot of white feathers. I assume it was a pigeon. So we'll watch her for a while. The mate's in the area too, because when she was on the limb, she was looking down very intent and calling, and then just like I say, did a nosedive down, checked out where the food was, and sailed over here. So she's having a great feast. We'll check back. You can see the meat there. Look at the size of that breast. She's really tearing into it. How cool is that? We've got excellent lighting now. There we are. Fastest creature on the planet Earth. Dive at 250 miles an hour. It's caught something to eat, and now it's having a feast. Well, here's the Tersel Peregrine Falcon. Found his little hideout here. He gorged himself on that carcass they had stashed, and now up here taking it easy. And here comes the tourist train blowing the whistle. We'll see what he thinks of that. These birds get used to everything. My goodness. Sitting here all cozy and comfortable. Somebody starts blowing a train whistle and coming around the bend there. Oh yeah, gonna work on the feathers a little bit. Look how bright yellow those feet are. He's in good shape. Maybe that train will make him fly. He doesn't like that noise. It's right above him actually. don't know how much he can take of it, but we'll see. Starting to tend to his feathers a little bit. All right, he's going to hop up here. Moved up a little bit. Yeah, he's curious about all the noise the train is making with the wheels. Feels the vibration too, so sure it's a concern. Yeah, we'll watch him for a little bit. Got a good safe place here. Back off a little bit and see what he's up to here. He's definitely got something on his mind. He actually got the perfect hiding place. This color kind of blends in with the rocks on the cliff. Alright, I'll zoom in a little bit more and come back. Looks like he's going to sit tight. Oh yeah. Let's see what he thinks he wants to do. He'll turn around here and take off a little bit. Got quite the limb there. That's what we do. We scan around, we find the limbs they're normally on, and then we see if we can locate them. And he's going to sit tight. He doesn't want to go. Alright, he's turning around now. And there he goes. He's on the flight. Try to see where he goes here. The pair are still here. I don't know how far along the youngsters would be, but they're tucked way back in there where we can't see. So, but the good news is they're still here and active. So our Peregrine Falcon at the Snoqualmie Falls are doing well. The scratch up here a little bit, but it was the lower part of the ducks. It had, you could see the two orange feet in the thighs, so it was a half-eaten duck. It ate most of it so they could fly around and haul it back to the nest. So this one here's taking a break now, and the other one must be in there feeding. I saw exactly where they went in, so I'll keep an eye on that spot. I'm not sure if this is a tersel or the male at this point, but doesn't make any difference. We'll figure all that out later. It's quite a ways. I'm on full zoom right now, so I was here about an hour. I didn't see anything, and then saw the first one fly in with the prey and fly around in a circle. Then this one flew out, and then the other one flew into where the eyrie is. So we'll keep a close eye on it. Oh yeah, looks like I'm going to keep preening up here. I was watching, I didn't see any activity for about 45 minutes. And then one flew into the grass, sailed in, and then this, oh there he goes, taking off. The other one had brought in a duck carcass and took it into the nest to feed the youngsters, I presume. And now this one is taking off and is flying across the river, coming over to this side and up into the tree. And it looks like it's going to go downstream there a little bit. Yeah, it's on the flight. The other one's in the nest still feeding, so we know we got active Peregrine Falcons this year at the falls. Well, this is a spot where they've been flying in and out. Peregrine Falcons. We'll back off a little bit here. They hang out in that tree just to the right, and they fly right in this little dark triangle area, and up in the upper left is this spot here, and I'm thinking that might be the location. So I'm going to stay focused on this part, in this area here, and if I see any activity, I'll try to record where they go. Alright, we zoomed in on the white spot. and we want to see if there's any babies in there. It looks like there's a little movement. These might be our 2 falcon chicks right here. They're just as white as snow because they were actually late this year. Okay, babies are waking up. The heads are moving.
They're ready for food.
They're ready for their breakfast now.
They're related to me,
Hey.
ready for food.
We need to make a trip to Peru.
Hey, Mom, where's our breakfast? All right, they got heads up on that. It looks like we got at least 3, maybe 4. Yeah, good-looking guys. Peregrine falcons all settled down in their nests now, waiting for breakfast. I haven't seen any adults yet, but the mist has just lifted from the falls. There you see them wiggling a little bit. I'll back off so you get the exact location of the nest when you come to the falls. Backing off here. It's the first time I've ever seen them nest in this spot. Got that dark triangle, and then to the right is the edge of the cliff. Rocks. I come back a little more here, and there we're zoomed all the way back. You can see the falls on the left and the edge of the cliff on the right. So go all the way to where the rock ends on the right, and then come back to that first dark triangle. There it is. And got that little white speck coming in. That's their hiding spot. And there they are. All snugging like a little bug in their nest. Just waiting for Mom and Dad to come in with that breakfast. We're waiting too. Okay, here's one of the adults standing guard next to the nest, making sure no ospreys or anything come by and threaten the youngsters. Sitting here on the limb, very close to the eyrie, and making sure that there's nothing going to try to get in there and get after the youngsters. So this peregrine falcon's on guard, and look at the size of those toes, how long they are. That's for catching ducks and big birds. Fully equipped for the task at hand. Alright, we'll try to zoom over to the nest now. I'll back off a little bit, show you where that is. And she's right on the edge there. Come over here, see if we can locate that. Okay, right in here is a spot. Little white spot coming in are the youngsters in the nest. 3.5 weeks old now. And there they are, moving around. We got 1, 2, 3. We have one adult on guard over on the tree, and making sure no ospreys, ravens, or anything like that come in here and try to snatch one of these babies. Or red tails, or owls, or anything else. Alright, they're kind of settling down a little bit now. Back off a little bit. There we go. Yeah, they're just kind of settling down for a little rest, I think. Not too active right now. Alright, our peregrine falcon chicks are down for a nap right now. And the adults over in the tree preening. I'll try to pan over there and get a view on that one. Back off here a little bit. See if we can zoom in on it. It's over on the edge. Looks like we're down to the net. Falcon chicks are down for a nap right now. Adults over in the tree tree.
It's looking.
Backing off to the left and the right, stretching, and there you go.
Yes.
will come over to the nest now. It's like another one waking up. A little activity in there. Oh yeah, there he is. One peeking his head up in the nest, and the other one is rolling over. Okay, youngsters are waking up. One walking over there now. Come over to see his sibling. Wake him up. We've been laying there a long time. When you going to get up? About time to exercise our wings. I'm going to rest a little bit. It's still hot. Alright. Okay, we'll just hang out together here and flip our wings around. Oh yeah, look at here. Getting well feathered out now. Good size Peregrine Falcons. Oh yeah. Good to see them back in the nest. We get a view of them. They were hiding behind that limb most of the morning. I'll keep an eye on them. Oh yeah, he's spreading his wings out, walking. He's going back up under that limb again. Feels that breeze. They're well camouflaged there. Hard to see them. Now they're getting a dark feather, the big X on the back, so they're over 4 weeks old now. There he relieved himself. Alright, trying to keep the nest clean. Hope he missed his buddy. Okay, now we have a little preening session. So we got one more up there behind the limb, I think. Or he might be in the nest too, but hard to see him. We have a total of 3, and we got 2 of them here. Oh, they're coming along really well. They're getting well feathered out, growing fast. And from the back markings, that X, that means they're just a little over 4 weeks old now. Alright, we'll keep an eye on them. I haven't seen the adults. We're waiting for the Tersel or the Falcon to bring in some food. But that can be whenever they catch it. They keep them well fed. These guys are big enough. When they do get the food, they feed them heavy and it lasts them all day. So they're not going hungry. Oh yeah. Having a little preening session. Okay, here we are. We zoomed in a little. They're still preening up. One on the left, one in the middle, and I think we have one on the right laying down flat. So all 3 are in the nest now. Oh yeah. They got tired of hiding behind the limb, so they're probably anticipating Mama bringing the food in here, so they're all ready. The first in line for the chow. They're having a preening session, getting everything squared away. When they turn to the right, you can see the big black X on their back. That's how you tell the age of them. They get that big black X when they're just a little over 4 weeks old. Oh, they're just feathering out fast. How lucky is that? Come up here and get them in this stage of their feathers. Just a preening away too. All 3 of them in there. One on the far right ain't moving. Hopefully that's one of them. I saw one in that position moving earlier, but we know we got 3 of them in the area, so that's not it. There's one still behind the limb. These guys are really preening up. They had a good sleep. It's just past noon now, so they know it's feeding time. They're ready for lunch. Good looking birds. Getting every feather they got squared away now. Of course, they don't have much to do, but get ready for lunch. Oh yeah. What a great spot. When they come down here, you can see right straight into it. Guess we got two of them in there now, doing their preening. The other one just kind of taking it easy. Oh yeah, I rolled this one. All three are in there. Lazy Bones is on the left. He's not doing much. Wants to sleep some more. These two are doing just fine. I keep looking for the adults. You gotta be quick. When they get that food, they'll zip right in there. Well, looks like a great preening session for the Peregrine Falcons. All right. Okay, finishing up the preening. Great view of them now. I'll back off a little bit. Oh yeah, just getting around there, all squared away. It's just past noon now. It's getting really hot. And they're hungry. I don't think they got fed yet today. So far, no sign of adults. The one in the middle is kind of laying back down. One on the left, well, still finishes preening. And one on the right's getting crowded, so he's flipping his wing. All three are settling down now, waiting for lunch call. All right. We got one standing up, still preening, so that's good. Okay, it's settling down. Well, looks like it's finishing up the preening now. Getting that nice sunshine, and everything's dry. All looks good at Snoqualmie Falls. Sitting up here looking for the mate to fly in with some food, so we're all excited about it. I'll back off and zoom in on the youngsters maybe. See if we can locate them. Oh, getting under the wing a little bit. Come back and show you where we're at here. Alright, should be coming in here. Quite a nest this year. It's very difficult to locate. Very difficult. There we're coming in. A bit more over this way. Right in this spot here, it kind of looks like a goatee. Right in the upper right hand corner is where the youngsters are. Okay, looks like we got one in the limb there and one in the nest. So they're, we call it the brancher stage. And like I say, they could fledge any time here. They're all over the place. And we got one adult on guard up in the snag, so we'll keep an eye on them. We got good lighting now. And we'll watch these guys, but I'll back off. See if we can get a little rid of some of the atmosphere. There we go. You see the one in the nest? I think one in the tree there. We had a total count of 3 this year. They're like looking for a needle in the haystack because they can hide good behind those limbs. But we do have one of the adults in the snag, like I say, up above there in the skyline. I'll try to zoom in on that one. Back off a little bit here. Give you a perspective of where we're at. There you can see right in that shape there, like a goatee. Come up on the top to their favorite lookout tree. Oh yeah. We got one up in there. I'm not sure if it's a male or female. It'd be hard to tell from this distance, but we'll check it out. Okay, coming in now. There we go. Sitting right up there in the sun, looking good. Okay, here's our Peregrine Falcon still looking around. Got 1 foot up, all content and relaxed. Looks up and down the river here for the mate. See if somebody's going to bring in some food. The youngsters laid down for a nap. They're about ready to fledge any day now, so they were exercising, flying from one tree to the other right by the nest. Now they're down for their nap. And this one's just sitting here waiting for the mate to come back. Back, let her preen up now. Working on the tail section. It's like a headless bird right now, but look how long those wings are. Come right down to the tip of the tail. We're so lucky to have these falcons here. Oh yeah, scratching up here, Snoqualmie Falls, Washington. Fan that tail out. Look at that. Here we have a stretch. Put that leg out. That's fantastic. Look at that. She may want to sail out of here. After they stretch, sometimes they just go for a little flight. She's been looking around. She's been here a while. Been preening, getting everything ready. Probably wondering where the mate is with the food. Figure she'll have to go check up on him. Okay, relieve herself. And see what happens. Still looking downstream now, looking over her back towards the golf course. Sometimes he hunts for pigeons up there. She definitely thinking about sailing out of here, I think. Doing her breast feathers now. Got her head cocked, looking down towards the river now a little. All right, back to the preening. Well, I don't see the other one. Must be up at the golf course still trying to catch a pigeon. They get a lot of pigeons up in that area. It makes a good feed for the youngsters. I've seen several that they brought in over the years, so. I found the nest when she brought in a carcass they'd been eating. It had the orange duck feet. She circled around, went right into where the nest site was. That's the only way I found it, because she was packing in food. So I was very lucky that day. I was here at the right time. Oh yeah, now she's bobbing her head, looking up at the sky. I think she sees him, and away she goes to join him. All right, taking off towards the adult male or her mate. Okay. This one here is picking on something. It's like a leftover or something. I'll be interested to see what it's got. And see how well feathered out the Peregrine Falcon is there. It's a fledgling getting ready to fledge any day now. Woke up getting a little snack. And I just saw the adult fly out of the dead snag on the horizon to greet the mate, so there may be more food coming in. So they got 3 of these guys to feed, and they're the same size as the adults now. Looks like this one's getting a fairly good sized crop, finishing up what it's got.
Okay.
The other ones are up in the trees just above it a little bit on the right hand side. And they may be full, but for now this one here is going to try to have a little snack. Tear right into it. They're in and out quick when they feed them now. They got so much cover it's hard to see. But for now, he's just having a couple of bites. I think this bird is just about filled up to the top here. Like I say, he's got a sibling up above on the right hand side in the tree, and I think the other one's on the left behind that green limb. This one here is just kind of woke up from a little nap, had a little snack. I'll back off a little bit. Maybe we can see some more action. Okay, looks like he's going to exercise behind the limb. Oh yeah, see, feeling the wind under his wings now. A little exercise, the wings. Like I say, he could fly off of here any day now. They've been going back and forth up behind that limb. This is an exercise session here, getting the wings really strong. So when it's time to sail off this cliff, it won't wind up at the bottom of the falls. But they'll be well ready for it. They've been nesting here for years. Now he's playing with a little piece of food he found in there. He's having a great playtime. And you can see all the markings. He's got the cheek stripe already, and this looks like an adult pretty much. It has the juvenile plumage, which is a little browner. All right. And difference on the chest, of course. Oh, he stretched those wings out. Check it out. We'll see if I find his other two siblings. They're in there somewheres. And adults, well, they could be anywhere. With these leaves and the trees and stuff, it's hard to find them unless they're in the observation tree. But the youngster's still here on the eyrie by the nest, so we'll keep a close watch on him. Oh, this one's really exercising. He's working those wings, getting them strong. Now he wants to hide behind the limbs, see? So he comes back over to the left here. There's his wing coming out again. Oh, he's in a good exercise session. There we go. Good markings. Oh yeah, working those feathers again, his wings. I'll back off so you can pick up on some of the siblings here. Sometimes they're to the left behind that limb, and they'll come out, walk on down to the nest, and some are in the tree to the right. But they were all in the nest when we first discovered them. Of course, now they're venturing out. They're called branchers now here. And they're getting ready to fly off the cliff any day now. They're just a little over 5 weeks old now. Alright, well, he's going to play hide and seek with us a little bit. We'll have to wait and see. But we're not sure if this one's a male or female until I take a close look here and see when she turns her head. I believe it might be the female, yeah, because her cheek stripe is a little narrower than the male. And she's up here preening, drying off because a little bit of mist, a little rain. Like I say, the youngsters, they're all tucked back of their limb there, drying off. So now she's going to scratch up a little bit, get her foot all cleaned up and preen up some of her feathers. And maybe we'll luck out and see her sail out of here. Well, she's going to do a makeover, stretching around. She's kind of looking nervous. She may want to sail off of here, adjusting herself a little bit. It looks like this is the last fledgling to go. I think the other two may have already went. I haven't seen the last trip. The last 2 trips up, I haven't seen the other 2, so, and I come every day. Well, this may be the last one here. This is preening up, got fed. I saw that yesterday, got fed good still, so Mama brought some food in, obviously. When the time is right, this one will sail off here too. It's kind of exercising. Now see what he's got. He got something coming right in on it. There we go. Hopping back and forth. Got a regular little play yard here, exercise yard. That's why you can't see them half the time. They go behind that limb. Unless they come down here in the middle, well, you don't get to see much. You can see where they've been with all the whitewash. You can see that right below there. And to the left and to the right. And that's where they been sitting and roosting. Okay, one of the adults just flew in, landed close to the nest. See if that'll wake this guy up a little bit. See if we get some kind of action here. There we go. So they can fly back on the other side of that tree too. You can see whitewash on the right hand side of that trunk coming out, that curved trunk. So they've been all over this cliffside. Okay, there's one coming down now. Look at that. My goodness, had one up in the tree, see? This might be one of the siblings. Or it could be the adult. Let's check. Oh, I think it's a sibling, yeah. Been up hiding up there in the tree, see? Oh yeah, here comes the other two down in. What's going on here? We got some action going now. One behind that limb. Okay. I'll keep my eye on it and see what happens here. This one here just kind of sitting there. We may have all three still in the nest. Or that's the adult that just flew out. Okay, dropped off a little food. Okay, there's that stellar jay back. He knows that the siblings are eating on that prey and he wants to get a little snack. It's a risky business, but he's quick. The fledglings are still too slow to catch him, but if he got too close, they could actually foot him and get him. But he knows they're eating because the adult brought him a snack, and they're back of that limb on the left eating. There he's back again, the stellar jay. He wants a bite of that scrap so bad. Doesn't look out, he'll be dessert. There he is, stellar jay, right in the middle of the peregrine falcon nest. And of course they're fledglings. They're ready to fly any day now, so they're full grown. So they're back on the left. I saw the adult come in earlier with the food and drop it off, so we'll wait till they get done eating and for them to come out here and for a little recess session. Okay, one just came out now. The peregrine falcon, it just came out. I'm running the soundtrack now. Okay, he got done eating. So his sibling should come out behind him. Now he's going to his regular hiding spot. It's way over there. Oh, he's going up in the limb. So alright, there's counter number one. And the other one must have possession of the food yet. I'll back off a little bit. Okay, he's going to hoard the food and he's not coming out yet. Alright, we got one more to come out and I think one may have flown already. Okay, he's exercising his wings now. Stretching them out. Oh yeah, look at him exercise. There he goes, revving them up. Like I say, he's wanting the fledge. He wants to take off of here. Had a little snack. Now he's exercising, getting his muscles all squared away. It could be any time. Could be the day, who knows. They are right at the age for fledging. They just had a snack. The adults brought in some food and they were down at the base of the tree and ate it up behind the limbs on the left. He got done and came back up on his perch here and now he was exercising a little bit. He's getting frisky now. He preened up a little bit, got his beak all cleaned off, flapped his wings. Hey, what's he do? Looks like he's laying down going to sleep. They do that. They'll just kind of squat down on the limb there and just kind of lay on it. The big limb, that's where he's at. I believe that's what he's doing. I don't think he's standing up anymore. He's kind of laid down a little bit. And they'll take a little nap. They're still youngsters. They got a full crop and figures, well, I'll just snooze a little bit. Now he blends in. See, you never know there's a bird there. Okay, here's one of our peregrines. Over here on the limb looking up. Probably looking for one of the adults here. Back off. There's the other one. We have two here. Two peregrine falcons on the limb here. We have a total of 3 that have fledged. Number 3 could still be in the nest tree over there. We'll watch these two for a while. And one of the adults flew in up above in the trees. They had no food, so we're all excited about it. Oh yeah, stretching them wings out. There we go. Hanging on to the limb. They saw one of the adults come by, and there it comes in with the food. See, look at that. They're coming up to get it. All right. It's going to feed them on the limb this time. Teach them how to use their feet, and off goes the adult, and this one's got the food. All right. So one is taking possession, and I think we still have one in the nest tree. There's this one here. I don't know if he wound up with the food or not, or if the other one got it. I think the fledgling that took off is the one that got the food. This one here is just kind of sitting there now. The adult had just come in and dropped off some food, so I'd say this was going to kind of sit there. Doesn't act like he's got possession of the food. And the other fledgling that took off and up the limb is probably the one that has the food now. So we'll check around and see where that one. Okay, the one that got the food is back on the limb now. Came out to join his sibling. So the one that didn't get fed is still waiting. And we'll see what happens if one of the adults comes in with more food. The one at the top had snatched the food when the adult came in and went up in the trees and ate it, and now came back out to join the sibling. They just fledged not more than a couple days ago. We'll keep an eye on them. We have one more to locate. They had a total of 3 this year, and last we knew he was still in the nest tree. And he might still be there, or he could have left today. He was in there yesterday, so we'll see what happens. All right. Happy campers today. It quit raining and got good lighting, so we'll keep an eye on these two and hopefully locate number 3. Okay, here's the adult that brought in the food. The youngsters, one of them's got it, snatched the food and went back to eat it. This looks like the male, the tersel. He's sitting on the limb there. He's a little bit wider cheek stripes than the female. He's looking around making sure the siblings are all squared away with that little feast. That was their afternoon snack. They were on the same limb they usually use. He comes sailing in, dropped off some food, so one of them's got a good feed right now. We'll keep an eye on him and see what he's up to. The female's off doing her hunting because they have 3 youngsters the same size as they are, and it requires a lot of food. So this is the adult, this is the male, the tersel. I can tell because his cheek stripes are wider than the females. All right, they're just kind of looking around, and he knows their favorite perch is right below him. He can keep a close eye on them in case a predator comes in, he can chase them off. So he's on guard, keeping a close watch on these youngsters. Like I say, they just fledged about 2 days ago, but they're flying really good. And they're just using that one limb about every day now, so still a good time to come up and find him. Alright, well it looks like he's got it under control. We'll search around, see if we can locate the female now. And she's up here preening, drying off because a little bit of mist, a little rain. Like I say, the youngsters, they're all tucked back of their limb there, drying off. So now she's going to scratch up a little bit, get her foot all cleaned up and preen up some of her feathers. And maybe we'll luck out and see her sail out of here. It's in the afternoon now, about 3 o'clock, 3:30, and they're getting very active here. And look how they blend in. When their back is to us, they look the same color as the rocks now. You can hardly tell there's a bird there on the limb, but that's part of their camouflage for their safety. And we saw all three now. They're flying around. The other one, he flew over in a tree. I'll back off just a little bit here and make sure he's not right below us now. But there you go. He's going up the limb a little bit further. He doesn't want his sibling to be so close to him. He wants a little privacy here. But this seems to be their favorite limb. This is the second day in a row they've been here, so that's the other one's hiding spot right up at the top there.
I don't see the X.
Okay, he's flapping his wings
I
now.
see him. Yeah, I see him.
Looks like he's getting ready to fly. Maybe one of the adults come in with some food.
It's like kind of in the center.
All right.
Yeah.
He's a hungry one. Oh yeah, look at him flap. Getting ready to take off here or get fed. They were both on there yesterday and flapped their wings, and one of the adults came in and fed them. So I'm going to stay focused on this one. Oh yeah, really working those wings. His sibling flew over in the big trees on the other side just a minute ago, so he probably wants. Oh yeah, he's revving them up now. Really working them.
If you,
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the other one coming. That's feeding call. That's a feeding. Yep. Where'd they go? Somebody got the food that time. My goodness.
wow.
We'll keep an eye on this one. Well, that was a food drop off, I believe. I'll see if he has anything in his foot.
Are there babies?
There's the other one. These are two siblings. They're together.
Oh, they're siblings.
And the adults bring them food, but they're waiting to be fed now. All right, they're just a-calling too. There that one goes. All right, we'll see what happens to this. He says, I want a snack, I'm getting hungry. All right, well, he must have got the food and went and hid over in the tree now. All right, back off. There's another one came in. Oh, they're flying around. We got three siblings, so they're just having a little party here today. Okay, there they go. They're playing again. One just took off. The other one landed in the tree here. All right. Well, they're really getting around today. Look at these guys. Okay, the other one showed up, so we have two in the area now, and they've been playing, flying around. Got one in the snag with his back to us now, and the other one took off. They're sure exercise. We got perfect lighting too. I'll come in a little bit more here. There we go. And there he is, right at the top of the limb there at the dead snag. This is really getting exciting here. I'll back off. He looks like he might be wanting to fly. They've been playing. They're way across on the other side, over 250 yards. Okay. They have definitely got their flight lessons down. They're doing very good. Okay, he's going to wait for the other one to come back, looks like. We'll see what happens here. He might be thinking about chasing his buddy around, a little more hide and seek, I think. Looking downstream now, he's looking, where'd you go? I want to play. All right, sitting tight now.
Okay, here it is. Will you stay here?
He's calling. He wants the other one to come out and play a little bit, so. Looks over his wing, over towards the back. I don't see the other one. He's not flying right now, so we'll keep a close watch on him. All right, they've got great weather today. My goodness. Well, they want to get their flying done because it's going to get hot today. It's really going to get up there. Okay. He's still looking. Where did you go? I want to play hide and seek again. Oh yeah, back off a little bit. There we go. Just in case he decides to tear out of here, we'll get a good view of him. Keeps looking over his back towards the falls, so it might be one over in that way. But he's really watching that direction. Or her, whichever the case is. We don't know. It's one of the juveniles. We had 3, so. Okay. Okay, looks like he might be thinking about taking off. I'll stay focused on him. He's still in that snag way across on the other side of the canyon. Well, let's see what he's up to here. He's fidgeting around about something. I don't think he's trying to lay down on a limb. Sometimes they do that. Let's watch him here. He flew in very well. They're very agile. They're strong flyers now. Oh, another one just flew by him. Want to play a little tag here. I'll back off. He just got buzzed by one of his siblings. Coming back, I think. There he goes. He takes off. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. And they went behind the trees right now. I'll keep an eye on them. Yeah, they're just kind of playing the next. Okay, back up in the tree, looks like. Yeah. I think he's up in there. Oh yeah, he's back up here now. There he is, back in the tree. All right, look at that, come in on him. Okay, just landed here now. Got his back to us. He's back in the snag. His sibling flew over the other way, so they're definitely playing around, getting their exercise. It looks like he's going to preen up a little bit on the limb here. Well, they want to get all their exercise done before it gets too hot, so we're lucky we came up today to get a view of them. They're still out and about and having a good time here. They're very strong flyers now, so they're doing very well. Kind of looking over this way now, looking for one of the siblings. They'll interact, they'll dive bomb, fly around, play tag a little bit. And we'll see if we can locate another one. The adults wouldn't be too far away, so we're happy about that. All right. All right, another one coming in low here. We'll watch where he's going. Another one coming back in the area. We'll see if this one flies out. Came in low to the plucky right in front of the falls coming around. Oh, and the other one just took off. All right, he went to join his buddy here. All right. Okay, one coming back by the falls. There he is trying to cool off. It's so hot. Both of them are flying in front of the falls here. Look at that. Yeah, they're trying to cool off in front of the falls. Peregrine Falcons. All right. We'll watch and see where they went. Okay. Okay, 2 coming back to the falls. Here they are. They want to cool down. I'll come in on them a little bit. Oh yeah, they're doing good. Look at them flying around here. Yep. They've learned that's nice and cool by the falls here. There they go, right in front there. Coming back. Feels good to them. They like that. My goodness. Come in on him a little more here. All right. Coming back in. Getting a little bit of that cool air out of him. So that's getting hot. I want to cool down a little bit. The siblings are having a good time here at the falls. Look at that. Great flight here. Coming in, got a little mist that's cooling him right down. Just doing a great job here. All right. Well, we're only following one. I don't know where the sibling went, but like I say, they're very fast. All right, going back over here towards the tree now. And there he is. All right. All right, they're flying now. Flying around the trees up here. Are they gone?
Nope. Blue sky.
All right, got him. Oh yeah, our Falcons are flying now.